Hey everybody, welcome to New Year Yoga for You, your 2019 5-day yoga challenge. I'm so glad you're here. I'm Rena. I will be your guide on this journey, and today is day 2 and our focus is breathe. Welcome to day 2. Our practice today is called breathe. Let's start on our backs. So lie down and have your knees bent, feet a little further than hip distance apart, and let the knees and thighs come together. And walk your feet away from your hips some so that there's more space between your heels and your hips. Tuck your shoulder blades under. Let your palms face up, and then take one hand and place it on your belly. And just notice as you begin to breathe and slow down your breath here, the gentle rise and fall of your hand on your belly as it moves with your breath. And with every inhale, breathe in a little deeper. And with every exhale, breathe out a little longer. And really begin to feel any tension or stress melting from your head, neck, and shoulders. Even find ease and softness in the fingers, wrists, feet. And as you breathe here, think to yourself, breathe in on the inhale. And breathe out on the exhale. And to start to deepen your breath more and more, you just say that mentally to yourself slower and slower. Or you can use a count. If you started with a count of 4 on the inhale and 4 on the exhale, you can slowly begin to increase the number to 5. And then maybe 6. And when you reach a place with your inhale and exhale that it's comfortably long, keep it there. And especially when you're new to deep breathing, think about it being in the belly. So you feel the rise of your hand coming up as you inhale, as the lungs fill with air and the diaphragm allows more room for breath. And the hand gently falls as you exhale, belly button toward the spine. Just breathing in, breathing out. And on your next exhale, make a little ha sound on the exhale, just whisper. So it would be inhale and exhale. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. The ha sound is like you're fogging up a mirror. And then keep your breath like that. Or inhale through the nose, and on the exhale, close your mouth, but keep the whispered ha sound. And do whichever version works for you. If just breathing in and out is best, do that. If breathing out with a whispered ha feels good, do that. If the third option feels good, do that. That's a beginner introduction to Ujjayi breathing. Now remove your hand from your belly. Take your hands to your sides. Place your palms on the floor. Bring your feet hip distance. And walk your heels in a little bit closer, maybe to where they're under your knees. Not closer together, but closer to your hips. Firmly press your palms into the floor, and as you inhale, lift your hips. Inhale. And as you exhale, lower. Remember to use whichever breathing works best for you. Just work for it to be longer and deeper than normal. Inhale. Exhale. And always remember, your breathing is on your own. So you're not trying to stay with your neighbor, your roommate, or whoever might be doing class with you. Do one more like that. If you're doing the whispered ha, it's and raise both arms and just roll to one side. Press your hands into the floor, press the floor away, and come up, and we'll go all the way around to tabletop. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see me. So just be on your mat in tabletop, all fours. And a couple of rounds of cat and cow here. We did this in the last class. If you're doing this challenge, you've already done this. Inhale, arch your back. So drop the belly, lift the crown of your head and your tailbone up high. And then exhale, round like a cat. Keep that breath, whichever one worked for you. Inhale. Exhale. Remember, you don't have to make the sound at all. Most importantly here, you're keeping a nice deep breath and you're connecting the breath with your movement. This is actually a form of active meditation. And after that round, come back to a neutral spine, just tabletop here. A lot of length from the tailbone through the crown of your head. So crown of your head probably facing me if your mat is facing me. Nice firm press into the floor. We're going to curl the toes and begin to lift up into an upside down V, Adho Mukha Svanasana in yoga. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Whew, having trouble with that one today. Adho Mukha Svanasana. It's hard to break that one down slowly. Downward facing dog. Maybe bend one knee and really get a calf stretch on that other side. Bend the other knee, calf stretch on that side. And careful here to not hyperextend the shoulders. So you want a nice line from the wrists to the shoulders to the tailbone. Nod your head yes, and shake your head no. Then bring the knees down, and we'll move into a modified plank. So just maybe take the hands a handprint forward, and then you're in a plank here. Shoulders, hips, and knees are all in line. And crown of your head is long, chin is slightly pulled back. And then option to curl the toes and come up into a regular plank. If that's not in your practice or doesn't feel good, stay here. Then what we'll do is utilize that breath to go from plank to down dog. So I'll show you the version from knees first. So here you inhale, exhale, curl your toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank or modified plank. And exhale into downward facing dog. So you want your feet about hip distance apart. Utilize that breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Whichever version of the breath you're doing. One more like that. Inhale, I'll do the modified version this time. And exhale. Keep breathing. From here, look forward, bend your knees generously, and start to walk toward your hands for a forward fold. Now, if for some reason you're like, no, my body's not doing that today, come to tabletop and just bring one leg forward, push off the back foot, and come to your forward fold. So your hands don't have to be on the floor. They can be on your shins or your thighs, or you could even use a block here. So just an active forward fold. Legs are active. Slight bend in the knees. Let your head rest. Keep that deep breathing. Inhale, hands come to hips, and we'll come up halfway. Shoulders are down the back. Send the arms back. Crown of the head is long. Belly is nice and toned. So we're not rounding or arching here, just a nice flat back. Reach the fingertips back, back, back. Bring the hands back to the hips. Inhale the rest of the way up, leading with the head, neck, chest, and heart. And exhale, release your hands. So here we'll just be in mountain pose. Feet are in the number 11, about hip distance apart. Rock forward and back, rock side to side. How are you feeling? Shoulders down and palms face forward. So just your mountain here, knees not locked out. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, reach the arms up. Look up if you want to, not required. Exhale, hands come out to the sides, fold all the way forward, Uttanasana, forward fold. And then on your inhale, a half lift here. So nice flat back, just like we were a moment ago. Your exhale will come back down to that forward fold. And on the inhale, take the arms out wide, lead with the head, neck, chest, and heart. Come all the way up, bring the arms up, and then bring the hands down through heart center. So half sun salute, half Surya Namaskar. And then we reach the arms up again with an inhale. We'll do one more like that. Exhale is a forward fold. Find that deep breathing. Inhale is a half lift. Remember, you're on your own. If you're breathing slower or faster, that's fine. Just stay with your breath. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Maybe hands touch at the top. Hands come to your heart. We'll move right into a classical sun salutation. So here we go. Inhale, reach up. Your exhale is a forward fold. Slight bend in the knees here. And we'll add another half lift here. So reaching up, half lift. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Step the left foot back. Bring the knee down. Stay here. Keep breathing. On your next exhale, take the other leg back. You can just send the knee out to the side, release it, send it back. You're in a modified plank here. I'm going to do the modified version here. And then lower all the way down. So it's a little bit different. We're not doing knees, chest, chin. We're just lowering flat down. And then inhale, a little chest and heart up here. Exhale, lower. Two more like that. Inhale, press the hands firmly. We're just doing a low cobra here. And exhale, lower. And notice I'm not tipping my chin way up. Inhale, press into the floor, lift up, and your exhale, lower. On your next exhale, press into your hands. Curl your toes and find that downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Maybe bend the knees a little. This is actually a resting pose in yoga, but doesn't always feel like it. Breathe. So we're going to bring that left leg forward this time. When you're ready, you can do whichever version. Bring the leg forward, ankle under knee. When you're ready, on an exhale, push off that back foot, come back into your forward fold. Remember, you can be here if your arms aren't all the way down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms wide and all the way up. And exhale, hands to your heart. So just a little note here, when we're doing these sun salutations, whatever leg you step back with for the first low lunge, you will bring that same leg forward because that gets you the other side. So see if that connects this time. And if for some reason I cue it wrong, just know that you bring the other leg forward. So inhale, reach here. We'll do one more like that. Exhale, fold. Again, we're going to add that half lift here. So half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Step one foot back. You choose. Doesn't matter. Breathe. Release that other foot. Step it back. And if you want a full plank here, you can take it. Chaturanga's in your practice. You can do that. And I'm actually just going to drop my knees and lower all the way down. And then inhale here and exhale. 3 dynamic cobras here. Bhujangasana. Inhale and exhale. One more. Press into your hands. Make your way to downward facing dog. Breathe here. Whichever leg you took back, you're going to bring forward this time. So just look forward. Bring the leg forward. Find that low lunge. Push off the back foot on and exhale. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms wide out and up. Take up lots of space. Let your exhale bring your hands right to heart center. Take a little break, maybe swing your arms left and right just to neutralize the spine and come right back to that mountain. And then we'll just add on here. So you might want to have a block or phone book or a thick book, something handy in case you want it for when we add on here. So inhale, reach your arms up. Your exhale is a fold. And find that half lift on the inhale. Exhale, fold, step back. And this time stay in a higher lunge if it feels okay. So by higher lunge, I mean back knee up. So the options are here or here. Whatever that looks like for you. You could even be on fingertips. Breathing. Then we'll release that front foot to find plank or modified plank. Up to you. I'm going to do modified. And then on an exhale, lower down. And then you'll inhale and exhale 3 times. Remember, we're keeping it really low. Come into tabletop. Come back to that plank. Breathe. Drop one knee. Remember which side you're doing first. And then roll the inside of that foot, that other foot, toward the floor. So we're working on a side plank here. Hand comes to your heart. We did this in the last class. And inhale all the way up. So if you want to try next level, take that bottom leg and bring it behind. Straighten it out so the feet are lined up. Reach, breathe. Let your exhale bring everything down back to modified plank, and we'll do the other side. So let's start with the modified version as you open up. If you want more, the bottom leg goes behind. Breathe. With an exhale, bring everything back to center. Come back to that modified plank. And lower down. 3 cobras here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. On your own breath. Last one here. Come back to tabletop. Find downward facing dog. Pedal it out if you want. Breathe. Remember which leg you took back for that lunge. And bring that leg forward. Remember, you can come to knees to bring it forward. And then raise that back knee again. So here we're in a higher lunge. But if this feels better for you, then stay there. It's totally up to you. Breathe. We're going to release that knee again, take it back. A couple of rounds of that side plank. You decide how you want to do it. You can drop a knee and you just open with the inhale and close with the exhale, and then other side. Open, inhale, close, exhale. One more. Here's the other version that I showed you. One more each side. You're inhaling as you open. You're exhaling as you come back to plank. Lower the knees, lower down. You guessed it, 3 of these. 1, 2 more cobras. Press into your hands. Come into downward facing dog. Breathe. Bring one foot forward, does not matter. Bring it between your hands, doesn't matter which foot, doesn't matter how you get there. Come up off that back knee and turn toward the long edge of your mat. Toes face forward. Now, you may be more like here, or you may be here, and that's fine. Be wherever you are in a straddle forward fold, a wide leg forward fold. Toes are facing me if that feels comfortable. Knees are not locked out. Breathe in, breathe out. Bring your hands to your hips. Come up with a flat back, leading with the head, neck, chest, and heart. Now I'm going to grab this block. We're going to do a little Teeter-Totter Triangle. So you might want your feet a little closer together. Then turn one foot toward the short end of your mat. Keep the other one square, toes toward me. So your back foot, toes are toward me, front foot, toes are toward the short end of your mat. And then have a block handy. Bring your arms up, inhale, arms down, exhale. Again, inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to hips, shoulders are down. Inhale here. Exhale, start to tip toward that front leg like you're a little teapot pouring tea. Keep everything stacked. And then reach for that block. I actually like to have mine just inside that front foot. And if this shoulder starts to drop, inhale, lift, roll that shoulder blade down the back. And then maybe you want to take that arm up. But imagine you're between two walls here. And maybe you want to look up, but honestly, this isn't about the neck, so don't sacrifice the form just to look up. You could even look down. Reaching with the top fingers, rooting through the feet. Breathe. Bend into the front knee a little just to lift off, and then toes of both feet facing forward. I'm going to transfer that block to the other side. Inhale, arms up here. Exhale down. Turn the toes of the other foot now toward the short end of the mat. Have the hips nice and open here. Inhale here. Exhale, hands to your hips. Shoulders are down. Inhale. Exhale, tip, 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 tip. Front knee is slightly bent. And then if you have a block, use it. Otherwise, your hand is fine anywhere, just not right on the knee. I mean, you could have it on your shin, but wherever it is, be in a place that you can really get this open. So if I press into the top of my thigh and use that to open that top shoulder, see how much more room I have to breathe here? So whatever version you're in, maybe the arm stays here, maybe this arm goes up. Everything is active here. Legs, core, and maybe you look up, maybe you don't, maybe you look down. What do you need? Breathe. Have you lost that breath? Find that deep breath in and out. Moving meditation with the breath. Bring that top arm down, bend into that front leg. Come back to both sets of toes facing forward, hands on hips. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, hands come right to your heart. Actually, hands on your hips. Turn the other toes to face the short end of the mat. Spin that back foot so that you can come onto the toes. It's a little tricky, a little balance. And then lean toward the floor. Come into that lunge, drop the back knee. Bring the other knee back into tabletop here. Cat and cow. Inhale and exhale. One more. Come back to a neutral spine. Come all the way down onto your belly. Bring your hands under your chin and rest your chin. Rock left and right in the hips. Bend your knees. Take the feet side to side, side to side. And then let your legs rest back down. Reach your hands in front of you, look towards your fingertips, and rock side to side. Start to bring the elbows back underneath your shoulders. So we're in Sphinx Pose here, so not way back here, but more here or further forward. Press into the palms. Activate your leg muscles so the kneecaps lift a little off the floor. You can also squeeze your bum if you like, totally up to you. That feels good, do that. Breathe. On your next round of breath, we're going to keep everything the same, but relax the entire lower body if you can. So legs, bottom. Stay here. On an exhale, let your chin drop towards your chest. With every breath in, lift your head up. Not really high up, just a little bit above chin parallel. And exhale, chin towards your chest. One more like that. Not sinking in the shoulders here, we're staying here. Inhale and exhale. Now sink into the shoulders. Sway side to side. Make your way back up to tabletop and come to sit on your bottom. I will face you so you can see more of what I'm doing. So I like to elevate my hips a little, so I'm going to take the blanket and roll it up. Just sit right on the edge of it. So breathe in here. Feet are flexed, but legs aren't so straight that the knees are locked out. So slight bend in the knees. Breathe in, breathe out. Find a lot of length from your tailbone through the crown of your head. Hands come down to your sides, or they can be here. Wherever they are, just have everything active. Reach up through the crown of your head. Close your eyes if you like. Asana, seated staff pose. We'll start to spider walk the hands forward. Keep the head, chest, neck, and heart up high. We're not going to go super deep. Just here, shoulders are down. In fact, sometimes it's helpful to just flip the palms, and it's as if you're trying to pull your chest through. And then palms down. Keep the head nice and long. Pull the chin back a little. Breathe. And with every exhale, if you want to go a little deeper, you can. Think belly toward the thighs. And then with an exhale through your mouth, just let everything be soft. So inhale, exhale, round, let your head hang, let your knees go out to the sides. Check back in with your breathing. Press your hands into the floor. Slowly round up and back to seated. I'll turn it back now on my mat so I can lower all the way down. Just lowering down. Breathe. And take the blanket behind me in case I want it under my head later. Bend both knees, feet on the floor. Take one knee toward your chest and place the knee, and then place the ankle just above the knee of the other leg. Figure 4. Breathe. Stay here, or bring this foot that's on the floor, bring that leg toward you. So this is a different version of pigeon pose. It's on your back, and so your hands can be behind the thigh or on the shin, or you could just use a block under the foot just to elevate it a little if you don't feel like pulling it all the way toward you. Either way, you're here. I'm going to go ahead and hug mine in a little. Flex that top foot. Keep your neck nice and long. Find that deep breath. Continually bringing yourself back to this connection between breath and movement, breath and movement. Release that foot and then take both knees to one side. Open up that other arm. So you're in a reclined twist here. Could always have a block between your knees. Whatever you need to make this work for you. You can look out over that opposite shoulder if you want, but I encourage you to have your eyes closed. I'm just going to keep my head neutral here. Inhale here. Exhale, bring it all back to center, both feet down. Do that figure 4 on the other side. So other leg comes in, ankle just above the knee. Breathe. And if you want to bring all of this toward you, do it on an exhale. Breathe in. Exhale. Closing your eyes as much as is comfortable for you. This really helps make your practice internal. It's a moving meditation. Release that top foot, and on an exhale, take your knees to the twist on the opposite side of what you did a moment ago. Maybe circle that arm up and around and over so you can really get that shoulder nice and open. This really assists the breath, being able to find where the shoulders and chest can be more open. Find where you want your neck and head to be, and just breathe. With your next exhale, bring everything back to center. Maybe hug the knees in, rock a little left and right. Feet go down to the floor. Make your way into Shavasana, whatever feels good to you. This is just our little rest here. Give our body a little time to recover. So if you have a bolster or pillow, it's actually kind of nice to place it under your knees. And I like to have a blanket kind of rolled up so I can prop my head on it and really sink into this last few minutes here of time for you to just rest. And if you ever need a longer rest than what I give you, feel free to pause the video and do your own thing. I encourage it. I like to have my arms wide. That really helps the chest be more open. Breathe more deeply and efficiently. If deep breathing is new to you, remember, hand on your belly is always nice. That way you can really stay connected to the breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Now, if you've kept up that deep breathing with the sound the whole class, good job. That's not always easy to do. But if you have, let that go. And if you haven't, that's good too, because this is yoga for you. What do you need? I am just here as your guide to help empower you to make choices that are good for you. So a few rounds of breath here, just quietly. Let the intention for your practice today come back to you. This class was focused on the breath and moving with the breath. Maybe think about how that can serve you and empower your day. Breathe in, breathe out. If you have a prop under your knees, you can slowly begin to just push it out of the way. Reach your arms overhead, stretch just like you're waking up from a nice long nap, replenished and nourished. And make your way to one side using the bottom arm as a pillow. Breathe in a big exhale breath through your mouth here. One more inhale. Exhale. Keep your eyes closed. Slowly begin to push the floor away. Come up to seated, whatever is a comfortable way for you to sit. Eyes closed, breathing in, breathing out. Bring one hand to your chest and one hand to your belly so you can really feel, once again, the breath happening as you breathe in. And breathe out. Bring your hands right to heart center. Thank you so much for showing up for day 2, Breathe, and I hope that you will take opportunities in your day to find ways that you can incorporate this breathing with your moving, whether it's walking or doing dishes or working, whatever it is, just find ways to think, breathe in, breathe out. And I will see you on the mat.